Hey, what's going on? Wolf the Third here, coming at you with another episode. Still ain't got no sponsors, but we're gonna go ahead and start this thing. Woo! Hey, what's going on? So today we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about this new Army Combat Fitness test. We're just gonna do a generalization about the whole test, what it's got going on, why people are upset about it, and the whole 9 yards about what it is. Woo, excuse me. So this new test is taking the place of the old test, which were sit-ups, push-ups, run. So now we've got 6 events. We've got the deadlift, standing power toss, hand release push-up, sprint drag carry, leg tuck, and 2-mile run, which is a lot more, obviously, in comparison of the old test. I think what the Army is trying to do is jump into this new modern fitness realm of what's going on. A lot more evidence, a lot more data to compile, a lot more technology in fitness that we're seeing with computers and AI. I think the Army's a little bit late on this, but they're finally jumping on board with this entire new platform and trying to implement it across the entire force. So what's got people up in arms about it is that a lot of the older soldiers are having problems with it because they've been doing this old test pretty much their entire career. 20 years of doing sit-ups, push-ups, run. Great, they got it. They mastered the test. They have no problems getting 300 on the test. Now with this new test, there's no gender category, there's no age category. It's all everybody's for themselves. It's just a scale, and depending on your job in the military or in the Army, is going to determine what your score is. So you've got your moderate, you've got your heavy, and you've got your significant. Dang, I almost forgot. Significant, moderate, and heavy are your 3 categories. And depending on what your job is, if you're some sort of infantryman, combat arms, you're probably going to be on the heavy side. If you're somewhere along the lines of a paper pusher or sitting at a desk, you're probably going to be on the moderate side. You're not going to be doing too much. And I think that's what got most people kind of caught up in this whole new test. A lot harder than max. If you're not a avid person that works out in the sense of a high intensity HIIT types of workouts, you're probably not going to do that great, because just going to the gym and doing a bodybuilding type of workout or just doing cardio is not going to be enough. You need to put those two together and make it happen. And this is essentially what the whole gist of this entire test is. But this test is, I think, a great indication of how somebody should generally work out. You should generally have an idea of doing a little bit of everything. Yes, you're gonna have your niches and your things that you wanna do. People wanna be ginormous and huge and have all these muscles, and people wanna be able to run 100 miles a week and do triathlons. Well, these body types are obviously gonna be catered to what those activities are. In the big picture of just being a human being, in my opinion, being fit, you should be able to do a little bit of both. But obviously sports will dictate that as well. You gotta be more on one end than the other if you wanna be successful. It's very, it's very important to incorporate that into your general regimen if you don't have a specialty or you don't have a profession in sports, or you're not training for the Olympics, to just have a general median kind of set of staying active. But this test is good. I like it. I took it. Don't remember my score. I think out of 600. I think I scored like a 560, maybe 570. And I was happy with that. It was kind of like a dry run. It didn't go too hard, except for the sprint drag carry. Now that thing's a smoker. But everything else, I kind of was just getting a feel for it. First time taking a test, I think about a year ago, back in November 2018. And it was interesting, didn't know what to expect, but now having done it and having been part of the implementation process and getting it to across the units and the soldiers within Virginia, I see it from a different perspective. And now I see people taking the test. I see what part they're failing at, what things they can maybe take home and use to better themselves in this particular event, or use my training background and give them guidance in the deadlift, which is a huge learning curve for people who have never deadlift or who have never used a hex bar deadlift, which is what the Army is going to be using. So I have those 2 types of mindsets that I've been using and thinking, how am I gonna better myself, but also how am I gonna assist somebody in giving them advice and tips to better themselves on what's to come and how they can do it at home. Another big problem being in the National Guard is that we don't have access to a lot of equipment. The active duty Army has a little bit more resources and money to do so. The active duty they're better off on that sense. When it comes to the Guard, we're weekend warriors. We do this thing once a month. and a lot of us have civilian jobs. We don't have the access on a daily basis to go to the gym. Some of us don't have enough money to get memberships. So you're working out at home. Well, you don't have money to buy the equipment. Fitness equipment can be pretty expensive. So it's very important we have to look at it from a different window than everyone else. So it's important to just take this test as for what it is. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be this new thing the Army's going to do. The Marine Corps they've had their tests, their combat tests for a while now, and they're doing fine. The Army's just a little bit late on the boat trying to figure this thing out. So we've got it now. Hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully this test will be what it is, what it's thought to be, or what it's going to be moving forward, and this new fitness journey that we're going to be a part of. I'm excited because I'm a fitness nut, so I'm all about it. I talk about it. I think the test is great. There are some challenges within myself. My goal is to max it 600. I'm going to give myself a year to max this test. You heard it here. One year from now, what's today? April. So April 2021, have this test max 600. It's going to take a lot. I got to put a lot into it. I'm training. I got a little plan for myself that I put together that I'm working on. You'll start to see training videos of preparation for the test, what I think is going to work, putting workouts together, things that you can do at home that don't require a lot of equipment, because I don't have a gym membership myself, but I do have quite a bit of equipment at home that I purchased for the purpose of not having a gym membership. We'll do that as far as future videos to give y'all an idea. Maybe y'all are in the same boat I am, and give you some ideas that you can do to not feel left out, because in a way that's kind of what it feels, but you can't sit on the couch and just cry about it. You got to get your ass off the couch and do something about it. If you follow the videos, you already know you got to get off the couch. Sitting on it ain't gonna do nothing but just make a potato. And let's get it going. So till next time, I'll see y'all. If y'all got any questions, feel free, drop them in the comment box. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Woo! Hey, what's going on? Wolf the Third. So we're gonna do a series of this ACFT, this Army Combat Fitness Test. So I just went over all the different tests and kind of what the expectations are of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to push some videos on how to train for it, if you don't have the equipment, how to train for it, and just some informational tidbits and things of how to get at this thing without having the best of resources. So until next time, I'll see y'all later. Stay tuned, keep in touch.